more inclusive for everybody. Plus, we tried making pizzas in a new edition of Buddy Up and a turkey Waldorf salad, perfect for using up all those Thanksgiving leftovers. All that and more coming up this morning on the third hour of Today.
All right, the Christmas season is here, and November 29th will mark another special event, Rockefeller Center celebrating its 91st Christmas tree lighting ceremony in just a few days. Hosted by Kelly Clarkson, Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, Al Roker, and Craig Melvin. You can watch on NBC and Peacock, and while it airs at 8 p.m. Eastern, all those 50,000 lights will flick on just before 10 p.m. Do not miss it. Thanks so much for not missing us this morning and watching early today. I'm Jessica Layton. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Save big at Jewelry Barn. Black Friday one-day sale 10 to 6.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger over a T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a deal, relax with some Hydra Massage feels. Instead of in-laws in your face.
Did you hear the owl?
Get some space at any of our 2,400 locations with the PF Black Card. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends November 30th.
Name a food you might make edible underwear out of.
Salmon.
Teriyaki.
Share in the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
Good Friday morning, News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. Hope everyone had a happy and safe Thanksgiving. It's another chilly morning with temperatures into the 30s to right around 40 degrees out there. I'm going to be tracking an even colder chill that drops in, especially into next week. I'll show you that with my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Water beads are a fun child's toy, but recently there has been a push to ban them due to severe health concerns. We'll see what doctors say you can do to keep your kids safe. Plus, a former Obama administration advisor is facing hate crime charges after harassing a food vendor in New York City. We'll see how this case could look in court. Then, it's Black Friday and millions of Americans are getting out to find the best deals. We'll tell you when the best time is to shop and how the best prices may still be a few days away. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, November 24th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. We start with our top story this morning. For many in South Central Kentucky, the season of thanks and giving begins with prayer. And that's exactly how the Corps in Scottsville begins their day. The local nonprofit hosts the annual prayer breakfast as a way to unite the community to give thanks.
We're blessed by community giving, and we're just really thankful. This is a time, everybody should give thanks. We kind of, everybody gets in the Christmas spirit right after Halloween, but we kind of reserve that one day of Thanksgiving to give thanks, and everybody's always just pouring out their love.
The Corps in Scottsville hosts various prayer breakfasts throughout the year. For more details, log on to thecorpsofscottsville.org. And although plenty of holiday traditions revolve around food, for some, the focus on meals can have a negative impact. Norton Children's Hospital has seen more kids and teens hospitalized for eating disorders in the recent years. In 2022, the hospital saw nearly 120 kids for eating disorders. That's compared to about 50 in 2019. Norton Children's specialists say simple comments at family gatherings can make a big impact on kids who are struggling. They suggest one of the most supportive things people can do is to not comment on someone's physical appearance or the food that they eat.
Things like disordered eating, for example, happen more often in teens than most people realize, and can take lots of shapes and forms. And so if we don't always know if that's going on with someone, it's best to think about the other positive things that they're doing in their lives and connecting with them in a different way.
If you feel like your child may be struggling with an eating disorder, Norton Children's recommends reaching out to their pediatrician for help. And while many of us agree that this is a time of year to come together at the dinner table, not everyone is always welcome home for the holidays. The Soki Recovery Plug recognizes this truth and is working to host a Friendsgiving supper this afternoon. One member of the center says that during an active addiction, bridges are often burned, and some recovering addicts do not have a family that's willing to forgive or that is ready.
I feel like maybe just one good day of a meal and, friendship and advice on how to get help and things like that, and a sense of belonging will maybe really save some people, honestly.
In addition to the Friendsgiving meal, Soki Recovery Plug members will also provide resources for those struggling with addiction, making sure every visitor knows that someone does care this holiday season. The Friendsgiving meal begins at noon today at Christ Episcopal Church on State Street in Bowling Green. That was a first look at your top stories. Now I'm going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Hey, Darius.
Hey there, Ashley, and hello to those of you watching. Temperatures into the 30s and 40s out there. It's another frigid start to the day as I'm tracking another seasonably cool day as well. Winds are now flowing in from the north. Yesterday we had those winds flowing in from the south. We got a northerly wind, so that's going to usher in a cooler breeze our way. Radar pretty dry and quiet. It's all associated with an area of high pressure that's dominating our world of weather. Meanwhile, towards the west, some big travel impacts, say towards Kansas, there towards Nebraska, even towards Colorado, as they're dealing with snow across that region. Your computer forecast on your Friday. If you're heading out and about, maybe you're doing some Black Friday shopping, getting those deals and steals. Temperatures into the 50s for the lunch run. And as we go throughout the day, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds. Weather on the 4s is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Holiday shopping starts at the Purple Door, specializing in cute and comfortable clothing, shoes, and accessories. Fashion has never been easier. And with sizes from petite to plus, there's no reason to shop anywhere else this season. The Purple Door on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
The Leachman Christmas Spectacular is officially back at Leachman Buick GMC. With your in-store vehicle purchase, take home a 55-inch smart TV. With incredible offers on all new and pre-owned inventory, drive home in your new Terrain for as low as $299 a month. Or check out all our deals on wheels at LeachmanAuto.com. And while it's fun to receive, we can't wait to give. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a 55-inch smart TV.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
There are calls for a national ban on a popular children's toy, which some government officials, public health professionals, and concerned parents say can pose a significant health risk to young children. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on the dangers of water beads and how to keep kids safe.
A warning about these harmless-looking toys. Water beads can be dangerous to young children if ingested.
We are in the process to try to address this, but in the meantime, we want to make sure that parents, child care centers, schools are aware of the risk.
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says water beads can expand up to 100 times their initial size and weight when exposed to liquid. If a child swallows them, the beads can lead to vomiting, dehydration, intestinal blockages, and life-threatening injuries that may require surgery. Emergency departments treated nearly 8,000 1,000 injuries caused by the toys between 2016 and 2022, and at least one child died. Since they're made mostly of water, the agency says typical x-rays may not pick up on them in the body, leading to delayed care.
A lot of doctors may misdiagnose and think that the child is just sick and send the baby home. And we've heard that again and again.
To keep children safe, remove water beads from any area with small children, especially those 3 and younger. Store water beads in a secure container where young children can't get to them. And if you suspect a child has ingested a water bead, seek immediate medical attention.
Highlight this for the doctor who may not be thinking about it, and they can take a closer look at the x-ray sonograms.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is trying to make more people aware of a global threat concerning antibiotics. The CDC is now hosting U.S. Antibiotic Awareness Week. While antibiotics are some of the most powerful drugs for treating bacterial infections, their misuse has led to the development and spread of antimicrobial resistance. That's when germs develop the ability to defeat the drugs designed to kill them. The CDC says it is investing in more than 500 innovative projects in more than 50 countries to help make sure antibiotics and antifungal medicines are used appropriately. Still to come on News 40 Sunrise, a former advisor to President Obama has been arrested, accused of harassing a food vendor in New York City. We'll have a look at what could come next.
Plus, I'll have your weekend forecast. That's all coming up just ahead.
Feels good to be home. This Black Friday at Ashley, doors open at 7 a.m. Line up early for doorbusters starting at $199. This recliner, only $199. Plus, for 2 hours only, this upholstered sofa is only $299. Ashley's Black Friday sale. Doors open at 7 a.m.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I had blood all over my face and it was on my shirt. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. That initial first phone call and conversation, it felt like reaching out to a friend. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. I would absolutely recommend Morgan & Morgan to family and friends and even strangers because that's how much it helped me. It's easier than you think.
J.C. Kirby and Son Funeral Chapels, when a person comes in and does their pre-arrangement, I can see over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
Yeah! Play along with a chance to win from home
on WNKY NBC 40.
On Black Friday, the only thing better than leftovers is Big Ten football. Penn State, Michigan State in prime time on NBC. It's all gravy.
The playoffs heat up. Yeehaw! With the toughest team elimination of the season.
This is the biggest moment of my life.
Who will make it to the lives?
If you don't go to the lives, Reba's getting fired.
The Voice, Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Feels good to be home. Ashley's biggest and best Black Friday event is here. Doors open early at 7 a.m. And for 5 hours only on Black Friday, you can get 30% off store-wide. The furniture sale you've been waiting for is finally here. Ashley's Black Friday sale going on now.
In New York City, a one-time advisor to President Obama was arrested after he was caught on camera harassing a street vendor with an Islamophobic rant. Stephanie Gosk has details.
I'm working now, okay? Can you leave, please?
The videos are hard to watch.
If we killed 4,000 Palestinian kids, you know what? It wasn't enough.
On multiple occasions, Stuart Seldowitz, a former national security advisor for President Obama, berates a street vendor in Manhattan.
You're a terrorist. You support terrorism.
I'm not some go. I'm just working here.
Hurling Islamophobic insults.
Did you rape your daughter like Muhammad?
Let's speak English.
That just shows how ignorant you are.
Seldowitz also questions the vendor's immigration status.
Do you have it?
American citizen?
Yeah, do you have it?
How? How did you become an American citizen?
At one point, taunting him by taking his picture. The 64-year-old is facing multiple charges, including stalking as a hate crime and harassment, according to the NYPD. A different vendor from the truck speaking out.
We want to feel safe in this community. We don't want anybody bother us.
The incident is the latest example of a surge in Islamophobia since the war between Israel and Hamas began, according to the Council on American Islamic Relations. The Anti-Defamation League reports a more than 300% increase in anti-Semitic incidents as well. In an interview with NBC New York, Seldowitz claimed the vendor supported Hamas.
And that's what got me upset.
While also admitting some of his reactions went too far.
The comments that went beyond him and could be interpreted as attacks on Muslims and Arab Americans and so on were probably not appropriate.
He may now have to defend himself in front of a jury.
Time to 6:14. A first full check of your forecast on this Friday. Got clouds that are working their way back in across southern and central Kentucky skies. Yesterday we had a blast of sunshine. It was a pretty nice weather day for your Thanksgiving holiday. Today is going to be pretty dry. We just got clouds in the mix, and we're tracking that. That's actually working its way around an area of high pressure that is just towards our south and east, fanning those clouds our way. Meanwhile, big travel impacts, especially across the western portions of the United States, there towards Colorado, Nebraska, even into Kansas, where they have winter storm warnings in place due to a lot of snow that they are dealing with. That's all going to be associated with a wave of energy that's going to pull in some cold air that drops in our way, especially into early next week. So if you think it's cold now, it's going to be getting much colder, or noticeably colder, into next week. Temperatures are into the 30s to start off this morning, and right around 40 degrees, 36 there in Tigamalia. Winds are flowing in from the north, generally a light and calm wind to start the day. What can we expect over the next 24 to 48 hours or so? Well, we got area of high pressure today. We fast forward into Sunday, and that's when I am going to be tracking our next chance for rain. Notice areas, especially in the upper Midwest into Illinois, Indiana, and they could be seeing some snow by Sunday afternoon. And this is all associated with this wave of energy that's currently bringing, of course, that major winter system across Colorado and in towards Nebraska. That same wave is going to traverse across the United States, and it's going to be ushering in a cold blast of air our way, especially into early next week. Check out the wind chill readings, at least future wind chill readings. By early into Monday morning, we could see those wind chills, your feels-like temperatures in the teens by Monday morning. So we're going to be tracking a noticeable dip in those temperatures. Futurecast, as we go throughout the day today, temperatures will be into the 50s by this afternoon. Again, we'll have those clouds that will drift through our skies, and we'll continue to see that, especially on your Saturday, where clouds will continue to increase throughout the day. It'll still be pretty dry on your Saturday, a frigid start to the day with numbers into the 30s. By your Saturday afternoon, well, numbers will make a run close to about 50 degrees. I think we'll be somewhere into the low and middle 50s by your Saturday with a mix of sun and clouds. As we work our way into your Sunday, and that's when I am going to be tracking our shower chances that will arrive. And I think mainly just chilly showers is what we are expecting as we work our way through your Sunday afternoon, especially. Here's your 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Sunday really is the only day I'm tracking a rain chance out of the next 7 days. Following the rain, of course, it's going to be much cooler with temperatures into the 40s for highs on Monday. Lows that morning dipping into the 30s, but you factor in those winds, it will feel much colder out there. Dipping down into the 20s by Monday night and into Tuesday, and we're going to keep those lows in the 20s by Tuesday night as well. So it'll be pretty frigid as we work our way into next week. But notice temperatures will start to recover, at least to seasonal normals by Wednesday and Thursday, with highs into the low and middle 50s. That is your 7-day forecast. We got more of News 40 Sunrise. That continues after this commercial break.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it. Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's Lip Repair.
The savings are huge during the Black Friday sale now at Ford's Furniture. Save 20% off your entire purchase and take advantage of up to 72 months no-interest financing. But hurry, this sale ends Sunday at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
You might make edible underwear out of.
Salmon.
Teriyaki.
Sharing the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
It's Black Friday, and this year it is still the most popular day to shop during the Thanksgiving holiday week. That's according to the National Retail Federation, which predicts that 182 million Americans will shop in-store and online over the next few days. The Retail Trade Group says more than 130 million Americans will hit stores today, while another 6 million will spend tomorrow during Small Business Saturday. Shoppers in the U.S. are expected to spend over $950 billion between November and December. 400 union workers at Macy's locations across Washington state are kicking off a 3-day strike today. The workers are demanding better wages and alleging unfair working conditions. Black Friday is one of the company's most profitable days of the year. In a statement to local CBS News affiliate Cairo, Macy's said it seeks to reach a deal that is mutually beneficial to the colleague, company, and union. The union says the strike is scheduled to end early Monday morning. And starting today, Krispy Kreme has a new collection of treats inspired by the classic holiday movie Elf. 3 additional donuts are joining the franchise's classic Santa Belly decorated donut to mark the film's 20th anniversary. The chain is also offering a 6-pack of donuts at participating grocery stores, including Walmart and Kroger. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Oil and gas producers are being challenged by the International Energy Agency in its latest report. The report found the industry is responsible for disastrous quantities of planet-heating gases. It says 2 measures need to be taken by the oil and gas industry to limit global warming. The first is aimed at curbing its own pollution by reducing the amount of oil and gas extracted and cutting how much is delivered to consumers. The second is increasing investments in renewable energy. About $20 billion was invested in clean energy projects by the industry last year. And the days of camping out all night and huge crowds pushing into stores on Black Friday may be over, but millions are still expected to buy holiday gifts today. Bradley Blackburn tells us there will be plenty of deals.
More than 180 million people are expected to shop this holiday weekend, but many will be strategic with their spending.
Everything's more expensive now, so I think that's why it's more important to utilize those sales.
The National Retail Federation predicts Americans will spend close to $1 trillion during the holidays, a 3 to 4% increase from last year. But that increase is mostly due to inflation driving up prices.
We see shoppers really trying to minimize the impact of inflation on their shopping budgets by really harnessing this time of year to try to find as much deals as possible.
Retailers are anticipating more frugal shoppers and started rolling out Black Friday type sales earlier this week. There are also expected to be a record number of discounts online.
So we're seeing the biggest deals on toys, electronics, and apparel as well.
Eric Matisoff from Adobe Analytics says 51% of online holiday purchases will be made on the phone.
In the U.S., for the first time ever, we're expecting mobile purchasing to actually overtake desktop purchasing.
Another sign of the times, Black Friday may not be the biggest shopping day this weekend, according to a survey from Bankrate.
Cyber Monday is actually the most popular. 66% of shoppers are likely to buy something on Cyber Monday, 61% on Small Business Saturday. That's actually ahead of Black Friday at 56%.
Analysts expect sales to continue through December, but they believe some of the biggest discounts will be this weekend. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Today's forecast features Blink, and Blink says, "It's so cold, I'm a popsicle." It's so cold out there. Temperatures are into the 30s. We got clouds that are increasing, though. So we got clouds that are working their way back in across southern and central Kentucky skies. Numbers generally into the 30s and 40s out there. Woodbury in the low 30s, 33 degrees. Franklin at 39, 40 degrees in Scottsville. Winds are flowing in from the north. Generally a light and calm wind across the area. Radar dry and quiet. We have those clouds, though, that is actually working their way in. It's actually around an area of high pressure towards our south and east. Meanwhile, towards the west, they're seeing some big time snows over there. As far as things go, we plan out your day over the next 12 hours. As you're eating those leftovers, temperatures are into the 50s. We're going to be somewhere around the low and middle 50s by this afternoon. We'll have a few peaks of sunshine, but otherwise it's going to be some clouds throughout the day. News 40 Sunrise continues after this commercial break.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
The Haven at Massey Springs is a special place. Alzheimer's and dementia residents need a special kind of care. So at the Haven, we take care of your loved one just like family. Our memory care program stimulates minds in a therapeutic environment and caters a plan of care as unique as your loved one.
Here at Massey Springs, family takes care of family, and it shows. Schedule your tour with us today.
At Buyers Insurance Group, family is at the heart of everything we do. When you choose Buyers Insurance Group, you're choosing commitment to keeping your family safe. Let's talk about policy.
Call or visit us for a free quote.
Protection matters. Go big. Buyers Insurance Group.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
My husband and I are always looking for events where we can have Davis be part of the community. Miracle 359 is a really special event for us. He's able to be active and loved and respected, and the pride on his face is priceless.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise, and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Welcome back on this Friday. You're watching News 40 Sunrise. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack, tracking another chilly morning with temperatures into the 30s out there. 38 currently here in Bowling Green, 33 in Woodbury. Just 1 degree shy of the freezing mark, but nonetheless, it is just a cold, frigid start to the day. I'll have your weekend forecast coming up a little bit later. The time is about 6:27. It's now time to take another look at top stories.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. For many in South Central Kentucky, the season of thanks and giving begins with prayer. And that's exactly how the Corps in Scottsville begins their day. The local nonprofit hosts the annual prayer breakfast as a way to unite the community to give thanks.
We're blessed by community giving, and we're just really thankful. This is a time, everybody should give thanks You know, we kind of, everybody gets in the Christmas spirit right after Halloween, but we kind of reserve that one day of Thanksgiving to give thanks, and everybody's always just pouring out their love.
The Corps in Scottsville hosts various prayer breakfasts throughout the year. For more details, log on to thecorpsofscottsville.org. And although plenty of holiday traditions revolve around food, for some, the focus on meals can have a negative impact. Norton Children's Hospital has seen more kids and teens hospitalized for eating disorders in the recent years. In 2022, the hospital saw nearly 120 kids for eating disorders. That's compared to about 50 in 2019. Norton Children's specialists say simple comments at family gatherings can make a big impact on kids who are struggling. They suggest one of the most supportive things people can do is to not comment on someone's physical appearance or the food they are eating.
Things like disordered eating, for example, happen more often in teens than most people realize, and can take lots of shapes and forms. And so if we don't always know if that's going on with someone, it's best to think about the other positive things that they're doing in their lives and connecting with them in a different way.
If you feel like your child may be struggling with an eating disorder, Norton Children's recommends reaching out to their pediatrician for help. And while many of us agree that this time of year is to come together at the dinner table, not everyone is always welcome home for the holidays. The Soki Recovery Plug recognizes this truth and is working to host a Friendsgiving supper this afternoon. One member of the center says that during an active addiction, bridges are often burned, and some recovering addicts do not have a family that's willing to forgive or who is ready.
I feel like maybe just one good day of a meal and, friendship and advice on how to get help and things like that, and a sense of belonging will maybe really save some people, honestly.
In addition to the Friendsgiving meal, Soki Recovery Plug members will also provide resources for those struggling with addiction, making sure every visitor knows that someone does care this holiday season. The Friendsgiving meal begins at noon today at Christ Episcopal Church on State Street in Bowling Green. That was a look at your top stories. Now let's check in on your daily pet of the day.
It's time for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Today we are with Sammy, who is 5 months old. She is recently fixed and she is very cuddly. We are not sure if she is super friendly yet or good with other pets because she's so young, but it seems like she really likes to cuddle. If you're interested in adopting Sammy, please come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society today.
Meowsers.
Sweet Sammy, look at those eyes.
So adorable.
Oh my gosh, I love a little black kitty. They're so adorable. And she's apparently very cuddly.
Very cuddly, and I'm pretty sure she'll get along well with others. I mean, she seems like she does.
If she likes to cuddle, I think she'll get along with others. For sure. So you can adopt Sammy today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your Black Friday shopping. The News 40 win after the break.
Edmonton, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well.
It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
Geez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with the this ain't I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JB. Trent, geez.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan can make getting a case started a breeze. It's easy. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started.
Turn it off.
Welcome back. Weather on the 4s to get you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. We take a look at the weather view at the WKU farm this morning. Notice we have clouds that are increasing, as we'll have more clouds that will stream in throughout the day today, but we're not expecting any rain. So if you're heading out and about doing some Black Friday deals and steals, be sure to bundle up though. Temperatures are into the 30s right now to right around 40 degrees, 41 degrees in Scottsville. 39 degrees there into Simpson County. In those winds, generally light and calm. They are flowing in from the north. Radar pretty dry and quiet as we have an area of high pressure that's dominating our world of weather. Meanwhile, towards the west, some big travel impacts towards, say, Nebraska, towards Kansas, especially Colorado, where they're dealing with some big time snow. As we plan out your day at the News 40 way over the next 12 hours, temperatures into the 50s. We got a mix of sun and clouds, and then we're going to be tracking cloudy times as we go throughout the overnight time frame. Now I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Friday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And joining me in studio this morning are Kristen and Colby Wyrick, here to tell us all about Small Business Saturday coming up tomorrow. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. You know, Thanksgiving is over. A lot of people are looking today to kick off their holiday shopping with Black Friday, their Cyber Monday, but something that is so important and especially so vital to our community is Small Business Saturday. So tell us about what this is.
Absolutely. So it's in the same spirit as Charms from the Farm, our market that we do 9 times. We've done it 9 times so far, twice a year. But this is our very first Small Business Saturday event that we're having. But it's still local. It's still handmade. It's just more. It's smaller this time. So it's just in the barn with a few food trucks outside. It's just going to be focused on local shopping to check off that Christmas list.
So what kind of vendors are we going to see at this event?
You want to go?
So some vendors would be like Mama C's Creations, which does like shirts, and then some woodwork products and food, because who doesn't love food?
And the best gifts, right?
Some skincare things. And
candles, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
There's lots of, there's one of each type of vendor. So there's something for everybody between, you know, body care products and soaps and candles and wood crafts and lots of little things. But yeah, our food's going to be amazing. So definitely come out and eat and shop and get, you know, gift cards for checking off your teachers, your social workers, your, you know, family and friends, just something for everybody.
So when does this all kick off? When can people get to shopping?
Okay, so it's 9 to 3 tomorrow for Small Business Saturday.
And where is this being held?
So it's in the same location as Charms. It's at our farm, Circle W Farms in Woodburn. So it's, you know, super close. So please come out. Warren County, Simpson County, Logan County, everybody come out.
And do you need a ticket to come out there? Is it open to the public?
It is. It's always free. All of our events are always free and they're always family friendly.
Well, it sounds like the perfect way to spend a Small Business Saturday, again, supporting local, because especially here at News 40, local matters. And so we love that you have this event, you're putting it on to showcase local vendors and to support their businesses as well. So Thank you all so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yes. That was another look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack will have another look at your forecast. We'll be right back.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
If you like traditional country music with a soulful bluegrass flair,
then tune in this week to catch me, Sydney Adams, on Marquee Backstage.
WNKY News 40 is helping find forever homes for shelter pets. Watch Pet of the Day on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon to meet your new best friend. Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust.
The very first time I was able to participate in the Miracle Mile was in 2019. To cross that finish line with my family, together, whole, it is a miracle.
If you like traditional country music with a soulful bluegrass flair,
Then tune in this week to catch me, Sydney Adams, on Marquee Backstage.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Hope you guys had a happy and safe Thanksgiving with friends and family. It is Friday as we roll through your holiday weekend. We got clouds that are returning back in the mix. Yesterday was pretty nice with a blast of sunshine. Just really, all in all, just great weather for Thanksgiving. We got clouds moving in today, not expecting any rain, but we're going to be tracking some cloudy times as those clouds are streaming in around an area of high pressure that is towards the south and east. Meanwhile, towards the west, big travel impacts there, especially towards Colorado, Nebraska, there towards Kansas, where you have winter storm warnings in places there. Of course, dealing with a lot of snow there, and that's going to be the same wave of energy that's going to work its way into our world of weather. It's not going to bring us snow, but it is going to be bringing us a noticeable dip in temperatures. And I'll show you what that means a little bit later, including with your 7-day forecast. But temperatures right now are into the 30s right now, 37 in Glasgow, 37 there into Russellville. We got some 40s out there, Franklin and Scottsville at 40 degrees. Winds are flowing in from the north, generally a light and calm wind to start the day. What to expect as we go over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Again, cloudy times today. Our next system moves in. That's going to be that same wave of energy that I'm tracking there into Colorado and Nebraska. It's going to bring us some rain, but also it's going to bring some snow across areas into the upper Midwest. So that could also bring some travel impacts, especially on Sunday afternoon, say towards Illinois and Indiana. Here's the dip that I'm tracking. Notice this wave. Watch as it traverses across the United States, and it's going to pull in that cold Canadian air. And it's going to be noticeably colder, especially as we work into Monday. Check out the future wind chill. This is what temperatures or what it will feel like as you step outside. Early on Monday morning could feel like the teens out there when you factor in those winds across the area. As we go throughout the day today, I did mention those clouds that will be streaming through. It's Black Friday. You're getting those deals and stills, or maybe you're just hanging around getting some leftovers. We got clouds that will stream through, some cloudier times throughout the day, but otherwise it's still going to be pretty dry. We go throughout the overnight time frame, temperatures down into the 30s. And then right around the freezing mark early for your Saturday. For Small Business Saturday tomorrow, plan for temperatures into the 50s. We're going to be somewhere on the low to middle 50s by the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. As we work our way throughout the rest of the weekend, again, going to be watching for those rain chances. We could see some spotty showers, and I think this is mainly going to be chilly rains that's going to be heading our way by Sunday morning, and then especially by Sunday afternoon, those rain chances will definitely increase for us. Following the rain, of course, noticeably cold air. Highs in the 40s on Monday, so check this out. We're going to be in the 50s over the next few days. Highs in the 40s on Monday. Lows down into the 30s by Monday morning, and then we're going to see those lows dipping down into the 20s. And of course, when you factor in those winds, it could feel like the teens out there when you factor in those winds early in the morning. By Tuesday, highs still into the 40s. We're going to see those numbers try to recover into the 50s by Wednesday with a blast of sunshine and then a high of 56 degrees on Thursday. But again, it is still going to be very cold for those morning lows into the 20s and 30s. Hey, do you see this QR code at the left-hand corner of your screen? You can use that to scan to plan your day, where you can always find your News 40 Weather Authority forecast available on WNKY.com. Be sure to follow News 40 Weather online and on the air, even when the skies are fair. And now it's time to announce the winners of this week's Soki's Birthday Club. And the winners are Lindsay Harrison and Salitha Smith. You too can sign up for Soki's Birthday Club by visiting WNKY.com/birthday. Now let's wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Fresh flavors. Fresh desserts. Fresh fun. Brewster's. Fresh from farm to cone.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we look at the last Titans game, we preview the next Titans game. That's the Mike Vrabel Show on CBS 40.
Join the coach and the seat geek next.
Sunday mornings on WNKY, CBS 40.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Piggy. Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
I want you to listen up and listen carefully.
This is MeTV, America's #1 classic television destination.
It's one of a kind. One of a kind. And it makes me feel good all over.
Airing more than 60 memorable series every week.
Watch WNKY MeTV 40 on these local channels.
MeTV is memorable entertainment.
Television? Wow!
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Even during the holidays, grief never stops, but there are ways to help cope. News 40's Corinna Shadoan has the story.
Loss is difficult and never completely heals. But during the holidays, that grief can be even more apparent.
There's always a sense of sadness around loss, but oftentimes during the holidays, because those are times that sort of are nostalgic, they bring up memories for people, it oftentimes can bring back grief a little bit more intensely.
To move forward in these painful moments, it is helpful to create new memories and traditions. Be around other people, avoid isolation, and find ways to be social.
I think it's really important to acknowledge that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to say to someone, I'm struggling, I'm sad, I'm feeling depressed, I'm missing a loved one or a friend that I've lost.
One way to address your grief is by talking about it. Programs like Grief Share, Surviving the Holidays, is one way to get support when you need it.
If you have somebody to support you, and you know somebody's got your back, even somebody that you can even call and talk to them and say, look, I'm having a bad day. And anything like that for encouragement. I think that would be the best thing that we can do to help people through the holidays.
Having the power of community in these group sessions and knowing that other people understand what you are going through helps when you are confronted by grief during the holiday season.
You're not alone. Other people are grieving. Of course, everybody grieves differently, but in a group where everybody is going through the same thing, then maybe they would feel free to share, and that release will help.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Corona Shadowan, WNKY News 40.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise, we'll find out how some high school students are giving back to their own teachers in a special way this holiday season. Plus, meteorologist Darius Mack has another check of your forecast. Stay close.
Over the years, people have asked me, how did your firm get so big? The answer is simple. We won a lot. Why do you think some of these other firms are so much smaller? Maybe it's because not many people hire them. In this business, you grow by winning. As America's largest injury law firm, we have more lawyers than any other injury firm. Proof's in the pudding. Size is our strength. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
The savings are huge during the Black Friday sale now at Ford's Furniture. Save 20% off your entire purchase and take advantage of up to 72 months no-interest financing. But hurry, this sale ends Sunday at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
When we hear that sound, the competition is on.
12,400. Whoa, he's betting everything. This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on WNKY NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and as always, thank you so much for joining us. The time is now 6:50 a.m. I'm Tommy Modesto. In Aspen, Colorado, where the cost of living is among the highest in the country, the school district there is trying to change that. Not by paying teachers more, but by having high school students build tiny but more affordable homes to house future educators. Valerie Castro has this story for this week's Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
In the heart of the Rocky Mountains, a house is taking shape.
We're just going to nail them in bit by bit.
The master builders, high school students in Aspen, Colorado.
Seeing the walls actually come up in the first place, that was really cool to see.
Their instructor, John Fisher.
And this next piece of siding.
The project is more than a hands-on learning tool. This 190-square-foot tiny home will one day house a teacher from this very district.
Where would you sleep?
So you're going to sleep in the loft.
Okay.
You're to be able to lay down and not raise up and hit your head.
An answer to the need for more affordable housing. Aspen is a billionaire's playground. The median home listing price around $3 million. But properties like this easily go for much more, pricing out teachers with a starting base pay here of just over $50,000.
If they didn't have that affordable housing,
yes,
would you be teaching here?
Oh, I would not be teaching here if they did not have the affordable housing, because the first question I asked
during my interview was, is there housing available?
The tiny homes are still in the works, but 37% of Aspen School District employees do live in other district-provided housing and apartments, like journalism teacher Kimberly Zimmer.
That was the game changer, because there is absolutely nowhere, like, I would never have been able to break into this community.
And that's the point of the tiny dwellings. You've heard of starter homes. Well, consider these starter rentals.
If you're spending more than half of your income as a teacher on your place to live, that's not viable. And that's the situation for a lot of our educators here.
Scott Cooper works on the board that oversees the project, gathering grant money and donations to pay for construction materials and tools. And Aspen teachers are not alone. Across the country, renting even a one-bedroom is a stretch for teachers in a slew of cities, according to the National Council on Teacher Quality. The least affordable school districts, San Francisco, Portland, and San Diego, where starting teachers would pay more than 40% of their salaries for the average rental. New York, Boston, and D.C. not far behind. That's driving some districts to fund affordable housing developments, popping up in places like New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona. The Chino Valley Unified School District north of Phoenix also opted for tiny homes, and the country's second largest teachers union opened this affordable housing for teachers in West Virginia. Back in Colorado,
4x4.
Students who work on the homes learn trade skills and in some cases can also earn college credit.
In just a few months, when this is all completed, more than 50 students will have had a hand in the design, construction, and finishing touches on this tiny home.
And then on the back, you have a window.
Senior Jonathan Kelly works to fine-tune the blueprints for another tiny home.
Is this something you're interested in as a career?
Yeah, I'd like to go into architecture.
A tiny blueprint building a foundation for a big career and a place for a teacher to call home.
6:53, a quick check of your forecast before you head out the door this morning. It's cold out there. We got clouds that are streaming in. You're going to have some clouds at times, some peaks of sunshine, and then more clouds rolling in. Temperatures right around 40 degrees into the upper 30s in most locations. 38 in Bowling Green, 36 there in Russellville, so a frosty start in some locations. 33 there into Woodbury. And 36 in Munfordville. Here are the winds that are flowing in from the north. Generally a light and calm wind to start the day. Radar dry and quiet, not tracking any raindrops in our skies. Towards the west, though, especially towards Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, they are dealing with some big time snows there as they have a winter storm warning in place for those areas. As we plan things out today, temperatures will be into the 50s as we go by mid to late morning. And throughout this afternoon, I did mention we'll see more clouds streaming in, so we'll see that with temperatures somewhere around the low and middle 50s. And then more clouds will stream in as we go throughout the overnight time frame. A final look at your 7-day forecast is coming up as we are wrapping up News 40 Sunrise. Don't go anywhere.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Shop Black Friday deals at Fireline Guns and Knives. Tacticam Reveal. Special in-store pricing. Gator Waders $48.99. Athlon Package Scope and Rangefinder on sale. Plus 30% off all of your favorites. Fireline Guns and Knives in Glasgow.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
By getting to know you and keeping you informed every step of the way.
And by dealing with the insurance companies and the paperwork and all of the other hassles that just add to your worries.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
We know you're going through a lot. Reaching out for help should be painless.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
Play along with a chance to win from home
on WNKY NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Save big at Jewelry Barn. Black Friday one-day sale 10 to 6.
It is now time to announce the winners of this year's Gaylord Christmas Getaway, and the winners are Blake Fay and Catherine Sow. Congratulations, and we hope you enjoy your 2023 Christmas Getaway.
What a way to kick off Black Friday.
I know, and we're exactly 1 month away from Christmas Eve, which is crazy to me. So yeah, how perfect is it that Black Friday starts
And
today?
nothing's better than free.
Shopping.
You don't get a better deal than free, I'll tell you what.
Free is the best deal.
That is true.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's so much that you get with that too. And I mean, I know they're gonna have a fantastic time.
Oh yeah, it's the best way, and it's so magical down there. So
you know, I've never actually been down there yet.
You have to go.
I know.
It's so
I've been
beautiful.
told.
I bet it's a
told.
magical experience.
It is.
Is it really?
It is.
I haven't. But you
I
know,
haven't been there either.
officially, you know, for some individuals, they may have already jumped into this, but it's officially Christmas season. And this holiday we got.
Tis the season.
It's Christmas. So now we got a whole month. We're gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, a whole month. We're gonna wait for Christmas. But I know I have my lights up. My Christmas tree
I was
is
just about to
already
say.
up. And believe it or not,
put the Christmas tree already up.
it's been up for about 2 weeks now.
Well, I know Madison likes to put the tree up early. She likes to celebrate all year long. See, I have Thanksgiving decorations. So I have to get through Thanksgiving, and then today I will decorate.
So you're gonna go home after this, and
Yes.
you're just gonna go all out.
I'm gonna go all out.
I can't wait to see what you come up with.
I know.
can't
Well, I've kind of changed up my colors and themes this year, so I'm going, you know, a little bright, kind of mixing in pinks and lime green, like brighter
interesting.
colors instead of your
Okay.
traditional red and green. So,
Now, are you traditionally like someone that likes the white lights, like the snowy ice look, or do you like the very colorful ones on your house?
it's so hard because growing up I had both. We had a formal Christmas
yeah.
tree and a fun Christmas tree. So the formal tree had the white lights, the fun tree had the colorful lights. So I'm really a fan of both. I think though with where I'm going towards this year, I'll probably go white lights. So yeah, if it looks exactly how I want it to by the end of the day, I'll take a picture and we'll take a look next week.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you like to decorate, Darius?
I don't really do much decorating,
Just
to
hang
be
out.
honest. But I mean, I do like seeing all the decorations. It's always just great to just drive through and see all of the houses that are lit up.
I do love that.
Are we gonna have good weather to go looking at houses though?
You know, I think we will today. We got clouds, but it'll be pretty good for that. It'll also be good for getting those deals and stills. Temperatures are into the 50s. We got rain on Sunday, and then noticeably cold on Monday with highs in the 40s.
All right, thank you, Darius, and thank you all for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing you right back here Monday at 6 a.m. Your network news is next, but here's a sneak peek at what's coming up on News 40 Sunrise next week. Coming up next week on News 40 Sunrise, find out how you can bring Christmas dinner to those in need this holiday season.
Plus, see how you can warm up with some good eats this fall with an upcoming chili cook-off.
Then hear from one WKU coach on all that's to come for our local college sports in our upcoming Topper Tuesday.
Finally, find out what the Pie Queen of Bowling Green has baking up for this week's edition of Pie Queen's Pantry.
Be sure to wake up with us every weekday morning at 6 a.m.
These stories and more only on News 40.
Because local